prove the lies of hemophiliacs. Bayer didn't tell those hemophiliacs that their product was infected with HIV. Because of that, entire families of hemophiliacs died with AIDS as the virus spread within households. When Bayer was ordered to stop selling their drug in America, they dumped their AIDS-laden product in Asia and killed Asian families. No one with Bayer management was arrested. No one who made these psychopathic quality decisions went to prison. They claimed the protection of their status as a corporation. That corporate status gave management the ability to kill people for profit and not go to prison. I handled the civil case against Bayer and saw firsthand that this was a rogue operation, not typical of most corporations. But how do you put that rogue in prison? Who do you arrest? Today, rogue corporations have the best of all worlds. They take advantage of the constitutional protections that were originally written for living, breathing humans. They argue that the U.S. Supreme Court mandated 130 years ago that we must treat corporations exactly like we treat people. They argued that the 14th Amendment was written to protect their corporate person status with equal protection and due process. But when the conduct of that corporate person is so vile that they make decisions to kill people to increase profit, we hear the argument that it was a corporate-wide decision. We hear that there was no single person to hold accountable. They tell us that many people were involved in the acts, and we can't throw that corporation in prison. The U.S. Supreme Court expanded the definition of person even further for American corporations. The big winner were the corporations that are the most corrupt. This is a Supreme Court that is packed mostly with lawyers who were employed by America's most powerful corporations before they became judges. It's a court full of judges who sit on the court largely because the corporate powerhouses they once represented helped put them there. Their decisions are predictable. When this court finished writing its opinion about treating corporations more like people, the product they delivered looked like one of those warm and fuzzy Hallmark greeting cards that rallies our emotions with feel-good pictures of puppies and kittens and cherub-like babies. By way of words, they're going to paint a Norman Rockwell-like picture that's going to make us want to invite this saint-like corporate person to dinner with our families. A word of advice, though, if you do invite him over for dinner, send the children to another room and count the silver settings before this corporate person leaves the house. Most importantly, recognize that Mother Teresa character that the U.S. Supreme Court tries to sell you has more in common with Freddy Krueger. As this court expands the constitutional protections of this poor, misunderstood entity known as the corporate person, they should also spend some time expanding avenues that allow us to do what we do with any psychopath who harms our family. Put handcuffs on them and throw them in prison.